both teams gonna head into the game with a quick smoke out to get the ward drops.
Well, here we go. Game 1, best of 2. EG up against GG. Tons of G's in this one, as we do have both teams smoked as 5. And have fun from Matthew.
Yeah, nice to see Duracho going out with a good luck, have fun. You know, I like to see the sportsmanship. Sometimes, you know, we see games start out and nobody says anything. Bring back teams always saying good luck, have fun, man. It's some sportsmanship in the business here.
Do you want your opponents to have fun or have luck, though?
I want them to have fun, not luck. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you could say had fun. So I respected the response there from Matthew. He's like, have fun. Do not have luck,
no
please.
RNG, please.
You do not need luck.
You're skilled enough as it is.
Yeah, finds a dragon immediately for Helmo Overlord, you know, first creep spawn. Like,
yeah.
You don't want that.
I mean, do they have any big RNG spells? Not really. Lycan crits?
No, it's more EG. They got the time lock.
Exactly.
They're the ones who need luck.
I sure do. Picard's going to try and scout for any vision. The Game and Gladiators are all set up. Camp near that dire ancient spot. Now coming back across for the bounty rune spawns. Oh, Wolf going to spot out Matthew there as he wanders back to his high ground.
Yeah.
So he's gaming with a vision advantage.
Ace just being annoying. He's sending wolves to both the rune spawns here, so you got to be on top of both of them. But they're going to do it.
Matthew trying to contest down bottom. Doesn't get the rune, spent disruption, and he's surrounded by 4. Body blocks from Duracho, and they're going to give it to the TB.
I think the TB was trying to give it to the Storm there.
Yeah.
But the reflection got the last hit, I think. I think so, because he was just running, right? Body blocking with the TB. But
yeah, I was like, is he going to turn and hit? And then he didn't. I was like, oh, he's going to give it to Storm. And then TB gets it anyway.
Yeah, last bit of reflection. You want to get that early bottle for your mid, but getting a kill on your carry, definitely not a bad thing to have happen either. So Duracho gonna get a nice early start here, sending out some items already. I believe he sent out the full Wraith Band. This is pretty usual. Yeah, it's coming out.
Yeah, Celery. Getting clicked a bit by Matthew. I'm just going to try and reposition to the right side of the tree line. Let's start out with these disruption illusions to chip it away at the TB a little bit. Pretty high base armor though, so not bother too much. And that's what Matthew's like, where's the Venge? Can I go block a small camp? What am I doing?
Yeah, he's just sending illusions on the support and then going and body blocking himself. Good start for him here, but Whisper's taking a lot of damage. Look at Duracho, how he's playing this. This is like such a small detail, but he did a ton of damage to the Mars just with auto attacks on TB.
Yeah, then a wave of terror comes over the top. Reflection comes off cooldown. Not a comfy time there for EG in that bottom lane. We know how important it has been for EG to give Whisper a good start. Get him off the ground as quickly as possible. I can take a peek into some of these other lanes. That's a quick disruption down bottom. And keep Duracho at bay.
Trying to use the illusions to help CS a little bit. Power deny the lane, but still Duracho doing just fine.
Even popping Meta here. Unlocking level 2. Metamorphosis held back by the spear. Blood grenade and a bit more damage with a wave of terror. Duracho lands it and gets the kill. Now Whisper is in danger of dying as well. They dive the tower. The stun will come and there's the second kill. Celery picks it up as Duracho and Celery both trying to tank the tower. Pops the stick and stays alive.
Yeah, you can see Duracho thinking about dying there for a while. He was like, should I just let the tower kill me? But he ended up running out and using the magic stick to stay alive. He still has the meta for a little bit, but does mean that he's low resources. And they can't pull to reset the lane, so maybe now EG can find a little bit of time and space there to control the lane. Meanwhile, top, we haven't really spoken about it too much, but this Caudal plus Lycan lane doing pretty fine, but Void still finding 8 CS.
And Panda's going to dip back. Deward his camp, get that pull going. We can see this one back as well. Just dive under that tier 1, get the first kill. This nice kind of juggling act of tower aggro manipulation between Duracho and Celery. Tank it up, swap it across, pop the stick, get both kills.
Yeah, beautiful early tower dive. And you see the value of the grenades, right? The blood grenade is just so good in the early game for heroes that otherwise kind of struggle to kill.
Oh, minute 3. Lotuses are spawning. Whisper trying to press forward. Does get it, it looks like. He was faster. Disruption there from Matthew. They're thinking about turning here on Duracho. He's pretty defenseless against all his magic damage. Already popped his magic stick, and there's a lot of stacks of poison on him.
That's a lot of damage. If you get up to 5, then, you know, that even level 1 Shadow Poison does a ton of damage to you. So going down in the end. Celery trying to keep the creeps alive here, pulling them to the side. Doesn't want to have them go on the tower.
I'm starting to think back to the draft and wondering, picking this Faithless Void into the Vengeful Spirit, is there a reason they've not gone for big combos into it because they know that swap is available?
It could be, but at that point you gotta question, is like Void really the hero that you want? You pick Void because he's a good late game hero against Terrorblade here. They wanted to, have that sense of security going late game, but the swap, like you mentioned, still there. I wonder if it was still the best option.
Well, a battle over this bottom rune. Quinn did not get Fisher blocked out of it, and now he has the backup arriving, but so does C-Smile. Was it 5 heroes in the mid lane? And Quinn's going to try and retreat back to his high ground. The disruption's there from Matthew, trying to slow down Tofu and Celery. Great blinding light, though. Push the Shadow Demon back down towards them, claim the life, as Quinn does die to Panda's rotation, helping out this Earthshaker.
I was trying to go for a top rune as well, but Silencer, of course, coming in there and controlling it. A little bit greedy play by the Storm. But in the end, gonna be a better trade for EG there as they get the kill on the mid.
Feeling cozy as C-Smile. 18 last hits up on him. We're starting to lag behind the Storm a touch. And he'll gather things back up, though. And Quinn will return to his lane as well.
Storm generally does really well against melee heroes, so I'm surprised we don't see more Storm Spirit against all the Shaker and Earth. It probably just comes back to the fact that both of those heroes have a ton of disable as well, so while the laning stage is easy, later on they provide a bit of kill threat to him.
Already the stacks begin. Tofu building them up in that Radiant Triangle. Matthew leaving that bottom lane, a lot of action being poised at this mid spot. Gets that high ground ward down, sees Quinn, and he's just holding the range creeps right in front of his tower, out of the aggro range. But Matthew being off map for so long is going to be something that they notice here as Gaming Gladiators. But they've TP'd an additional hero. Yeah, Panda's arrived, chain stuns onto Quinn, tons of damage arriving, but the magic missile going to try and hold back C-Smile, but they can't get it done. Delayed reaction from Gaming.
Oh boy, targeting down on Quinn. He's dead without TP available now. Yeah, that's going to be a walk of shame for him to get back on the lane. Good rotations by EG.
Yeah, so much emphasis on that mid spot. I know they can kind of leave Whisper alone down here, both level 4 on this bottom side lane. And up at top against Faceless Void, going to be doing okay, but it does leave Lycan in a free farm scenario where he's now 30 and 11.
Yeah, I don't think that it's a good thing to let the Lycan get to Helm of Dominator early, but they didn't really have the heroes to shut him down anyway, so maybe the best thing they could do was shut down mid.
How's Tofu so quick? That rune spawned, and I don't know, 0.1 of a second later he denied it right in front of that C-Small Earthshaker.
Spamming that auto attack. Yeah.
Really well done. We'll dive down bottom on Duraccio. Matthew and Whisper gathering up again to apply pressure on this TB with stacks of poison on him. He nearly dies, but slipping away until the next stack comes in.
Oh,
killing him off, and the TB illusion to chase Matthew, but he takes it out before he dies. Just
in time. Well, Venge is going to get some time to have the Upsor effect here. Like, oh, I couldn't save you, but at least I can farm the creeps that are here. I'll take care of that. As 7 minutes are coming in, we see the SD head over to try and get a stack, as well as take his own Wisdom Rune. Meanwhile, Tofu doing the same thing, also stacking Ancients and playing towards Wisdom Runes.
And just careful, Matthew, with those Ancients chasing you. And stay as far away as possible. Yeah, delays the Wisdom Rune pickup, make sure he doesn't fall to it. Just looking at Whisper dropping. Duraccio returns to that bottom lane. Straight back in with a Metamorphosis. And his Vengeful Spirit cracks level 6.
It's a good timing push. The 5-minute catapult is still alive for them on bottom. So the 7-minute push is pretty potent here for them. Keeping the catapult alive. And with the illusions from Terrorblade, they can siege tower pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, EG got to bring numbers here if they want to stop it. Matthew comes down. I guess they're not really packing the full punch to finish it off completely just yet. Whisper now arriving.
Mars is only level 5, so it doesn't have the ulti. They're going to have to let this go, and this is an early, unexpected tower take coming out from Gaming Gladiators. Just making the most of the situation. High ground miss. Courier stays alive.
Unlucky Celery. Now he's going to meet Matthew and Panda. Walks up here to try and grab the Watcher. And Venge is a reasonably tanky hero, but with 3 heroes around her, she will die in the end.
Valuable +2 int for a silencer there.
Oh, hell yeah. And Quinn had already come up here as well to scout the stack, but Quinn's making action happen on his own. Jumping onto C-Smile, Echo Slam into the stack camp. Quinn, oh, this is dangerous territory, but he's got the backup of Tofu. Turn around for Panda, disruption to save him. Earthshake is still alive. Tofu needs to get the kill with a blinding light, and he will. Quinn, Arcane Curse ticking him down. Wand and Bottle, now with the ball, the TP out. Ooh, he's gonna survive. Ever so barely back in Fountain.
clutch play there. Really nice that he survives Magic Sticks keeping him alive, and they only lose the Coddle and they get the Shaker takedown. Shaker did at least farm the stack by using his ulti, so you know, something for him, but that was a really important kill, and we see the power of Arcane Rune on Storm. Early Arcane Rune can be devastating.
Got to be worried about this Arcane Curse, and the last word from Silencer can cause him some issues. And he's going to jump in mid again, though. Really laying it on to C-Smile. Now he knows there's no Echo Slam.
He's committing.
Yeah. The global silence there. Disruption overlapping, but the silence is still there on the Storm. Panda completely out of mana, waltzing through this mid lane, kind of offering himself up as a target, maybe a bait. They're TPing in Whisper with level 6 and that arena available. So the Fisher into the arena spear, catching the Venge. Kotl also stuck inside. They swap for the damage reduction, but Venge still dies. Ace has come in with a shapeshift form, though. The big bad wolf looking for the support, diving in onto Matthew and Panda, killing them off as Tofu survives. Chakra's up, but spear down as Whisper claims the life. A 2 for 2 so far in this mid lane brawl.
That was a lot of low heroes there. Storm thinking about jumping as well, but at least Lycan comes in with a bit of cleanup on the backline. At the end of the day, just 4 supports dying and core heroes not really caring, you know. It's expendables going down. But Whisper, important rotation there on his Mars, I think. This does leave the Terrorblade alone bottom, though, and he's invading and farming enemy Ancients right now.
Yeah, he takes down a nice little stack there, and that tier 1 tower falling so quickly gives him that option. We also have the little difference there where Picard was kind of farming jungle rather than Ancients or lane creep, so a little bit lacking.
Oh, and an Arcane Rune into then a DD Rune on the Storm. Getting the DD Rune spawn top there. Gonna mean that he can make another pretty damn strong gank if he just gets a little bit of mana back from the Coddle ready on the mid lane, the mana service. We call it the gas station hero, right? You just refill the Storm and he can keep going. Here we see it.
And no longer have that Pugna power. We've got the Kotl going for it instead.
And new Storm. Gas station.
Yeah. And Storm queuing up the Orchid. Kind of older school build here. I mean, against Faceless Void. Tremendous value there just to jump in, silence him, make sure he doesn't have that effectiveness from the Time Walk.
Yeah, against the Shaker too. Makes it so you can actually go on him. And Silencer gonna bite the bullet here, I think.
Yeah, Panda. Again, the sacrifice, just offering himself. Give a bit of room there for Pakans to TP out safely.
That's also their small camp stack being stolen. It's just a small camp, but that's a lot of invasion, right? TP going in bottom, stealing Ancient at first. Now they're stealing the enemy safe lane farm. You can see Gaming Gladiators really pushing themselves into EG's territory a lot.
Yeah, they're hungry. All these pieces of pie being built up all across the map, and they're sniping them, stealing them out. Greedy fellas, Gaming Gladiators.
And they're
top
getting
3
top
net
tower.
worth cores.
Yeah, getting top tower without any real contest here. No trade going on for EG as they can't really push bottom. The illusions of TB are just keeping that lane shoved.
Yeah, really looking for that power spike around the Blink Dagger of Earthshaker. I think it's about 400 gold away from it, and that's going to be the big moment where EG will feel a bit more comfortable and ready to fight. Same kind of story for Mars as well.
Disruption. They have Shaker ulti. Oh, they don't actually. They're missing
Global's
the ulti still.
I've got plenty. Tons of control, and now the Chrono. Pakaz, he's found the 2 on the left-hand side. Both supports caught up inside. Beautifully done.
Wow, EG. Nice move. And they get rewarded as well with a rune spawn bottom. They can go and claim that one as well. 3 kills quickly, and they held the Mars ulti. They could have used it there as well, but he recognized they didn't need it. Whisper being efficient about it and not going to waste one of their big tools to fight with.
Yeah, it's a nice swift move there. Getting that kill on Storm feels really nice. How impactful is it, though? Because you've left Lycan and TB farming, and you don't really get an objective kill off the back of using massive ultis.
Yeah, the downside for them is, again, something that, you know, we see a lot of drafts just lacking that tower push, and this is another one of those. EG, they don't really have tower push. Meanwhile, Gaming Gladiators, they got that Metamorphosis and the Lycan Wolves, so they much more quickly take control of the map. And just like you said, they won the fight, but now they are the ones who are about to lose their mid tower.
Yeah, look at Ace, like 600 gold away from Helm of the Overlord. And he's going to wrap around through that top jungle, come into mid, get the tier 1. A Dark
right
Troll with a Skelly summon, Storm Spirit, zips in towards C-Smile, goes a little deeper. He's going to get silenced up, though. He does ball back towards his team and safety, though. Celery might want to get the swap, but the blink away is there. C-Smile gets the distance as Ace chases in with the Wolves, targeting yet again the squishier supports in the back lines, and with that Wave of Terror, they make short work of Matthew. A few more clicks as Ace, they move forward aggressively there, wanting to continue, but held, fall back, just filter out and retreat.
That's exactly what we discussed earlier during the draft, that Lycan, he just punishes these supports, just goes on them on the backline, and with a little bit of help there from the Vengeful, not much they can do. EG will reclaim their own triangle here, though, with the Blink Dagger from Shaker and ulti available. Gaming Gladiators are going to respect it and back out. The 14-minute runes are spawning, power runes, wisdom runes.
Yeah, TB's already evacuated, right? Leave a couple of illusions, farm up a wave, and he's headed up top to push top and farm back into his Ancients. His Terrorblade is accelerating incredibly quickly, already 1,500 net worth ahead of the Void.
Yeah, TB was trying to deny the bottom Wisdom rune, but Whisper was there in time to pick it up. Importantly, the TB illusion play. We've seen the illusions before do this cheeky little thing.
Hand a Midas up for the Faceless Void now. Got himself a couple of charges. Not using it on the medium camp over there just yet. It looks like Maelstrom's coming up next.
Yeah, it's nice. You can be patient now with the Hand of Midas. You know, you don't have to use it immediately, so just wait until you get a big reward, get one of those big creeps, save yourself a lot of time, and get a large chunk of experience as well. Now it looks like GG are setting up to take control of the top area, as Roche is about to move there soon.
Yeah, if you're wondering what creeps to hit, I think there was a nice infographic on Reddit a couple of weeks ago of different timings of when you want to get the range creeps or when you want to get these large camp centaurs and hellbears, which one's the best at what times. If you're buying Midases, it's worth looking at.
Yeah, I actually opened my eyes a little bit because previously, you know, the range creeps, a lot of people Midasing them early game, not really worth it. But after minute 22, they're actually really efficient for Midasing for experience. The downside with Midasing range is that you kill them so fast anyway, you don't get the farm speed.
Yeah.
If you Midas a big creep, it dies super fast.
And Tofu wanting to hold out that mid wave. We'll get jumped by Sea Smile. A spear there connecting as well as they try to push into tier 1, but while that's happening, look at Roche fall so quickly.
They get that Aegis in the hand of Storm as well. Arguably the best Aegis carrier in the entire game. Comes back with full HP, full mana, and Hero has no cooldowns really to speak of, so gonna be a nasty bit of confidence as well that they can gain from this.
And the perfect chat wheel line from Tofu as well, right? You know, he's baiting, he's sitting there, activating the trap card. Really, should have seen that coming.
And they didn't get the mid tower, because they were still so hesitant about committing to him. If people were sitting behind, they were worried about getting punished. So ultimately, they get one support kill for the Roche, and still have yet to take a single tier 1 tower. All the tier 1 towers have been removed on the side of EG's board. So this is looking more and more difficult for them to get on the map.
Yeah, that's where that 3k net worth lead is coming from. Nice advantage for Gaming Gladiators. They smoke as 3. Use Quinn here, try and unlock his potential with Celery leading out. Who are they going to come in contact with, though? That's the question. Is it the Mars?
See Whisper, perhaps? Getting close to each other.
Smoke broke. Obs ward down. They see Silencer. Nice, juicy, easy target. Pick him off, as Quinn will finish it up. Celery launches the stun into Whisper now as Quinn goes a little deeper. Holding this Aegis has no fears whatsoever. Disruption buys time as Matthew tries to keep Whisper alive, allowing him to blink away. And Pakaz there, I think it was fake pumping the Chrono. Just wondering, do I wanna? No, not really. Both my supports are dead. Time to run away.
Yeah, it's the issue again, right? You have the Chrono, but we have yet to see massive impact. He did get a nice Chrono in the mid, but it's not so easy for him to just drop a Chrono and then they kill someone. Shaker ulti on TB?
Yeah, goes straight in. Global Silence has a bit of coverage. TB pops the Manta, the Sunder is there. Chrono from Pakaz onto Storm and TB, but look at Ace! The third carry, he's just going wild in your base. Nothing to stop the big bad wolf as Pakaz has used Chrono. He's had to run away. The Solar Bind and the Vessel is on him. Celery moves in with another stun. The Dragon is chasing Matthew down. And look at Whisper disappear.
Such confidence, they just go straight in, diving tier 4s even to try and force out something from the supports here. Lycan just hunting supports all day, and Duracho looked like he was out of position. They tried to make a nice play on him there, but they weren't close enough to get the Chrono before the Sunder came out. And with that Sunder, it just changed everything. You can't kill anyone. Storm had Aegis, TB Sunder to full HP, and quickly we see Gaming Gladiators just go into punishment mode, like just engage into EG's base.
Yeah, go next, go next, go next. I mean, honestly, it might be what EG are thinking right now. Go next.
Yeah, this is looking really tough right now. 12,000 gold on the Terrorblade. He's got the full Satanic soon. Very, very close to it. So,
this Dragon.
Getting too close, man.
Panda disappears. We're just, yeah, watching a replay, chilling. Panda's dying in the mid lane. Poor guy.
I mean, he's just trying, man. He's trying to get some experience next to your creeps as the tower push comes in, but gets quickly punished. And even their own ancient stack here are going to be cleared up as Gaming Gladiators again taking control over the bottom part of the map. 1 minute until Tormentor spawns, and I think they have their eyes on the bottom tier 2 push next.
Oh, goodness. Satanic for TB. And I don't think I've seen this build before. Manta into Satanic as second item.
Yeah, it's interesting. He had Eye of Skadi queued up for a long time. Then he changed his mind and went for Satanic instead. Satanic does give him a Dispel against the Global Silence here. I think that's a big part of why he went for it. And having a Dispel is not even bad against something like the Time Dilation from Faceless Void. And still tanks you up a lot. But yeah, Eye of Skadi would also have been a solid option. It's just now he has the double Dispel with Manta and Satanic. Very hard to lock down this TB.
Yeah, and I guess when you're on the offensive as well, it gives you the option of like popping Manta offensively to push, and then having Satanic as that backup plan, a little safety net for yourself if need be. But here they come. Gaming Gladiators on the enemy high ground. The Storm does still have Aegis for a little bit, as C-Smile is eyeing up an angle here. Preemptively enchants, pinging out the TB, jumping from Whisper to spear Dyrachyo back in. Global as coverage, Storm is silenced, but Whisper is just being evaporated. They blink Echo, but C-Smile can't get the job done. They don't have the follow-through. Whisper with the arena, but he's dead now. Quinn zips in, C-Smile's dead. Oh, they'll lose the Storm, but that's just one life with the Aegis. He's happy to give that.
I mean, they're not even there with Faceless Void. They jump in an Echo Slam. Faceless Void is still farming. He has Chrono available. I don't really know what EG are doing right now. But to be fair, the game was looking pretty over already. And I think with this push, it's pretty much just Gaming Gladiators, you know, game to lose. They would basically have to throw this game massively to lose from here.
Yeah, one of the fastest games of the group stage right now. We've had plenty of 45 to 75 minute matches through day 1 and day 2. This is looking like it's going to be over in the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, this is just brutal. You see the pushing power of the Lycan as well. He was unchecked in the early game. You have 0 deaths on the Lycan, and he just, you know, is basically wrecking your building so fast here. BKB is complete on Void now, and now he's here, but I don't even know if it makes a difference. You're also a little bit too late to the party. Gaming Gladiators are backing out.
I mean, Earthshake is the one meant to be making the ground rumble and foundations are shaking, but you look at this dire base and there's no foundations left. Earth has been flattened, scorched, salted. Gaming Gladiators have come in, come out.
That it has. You got a really nice Shake royalty, I think. If they did have follow-up with like a time walk into Chrono there, maybe that could have been a fight. But ultimately, he was, you know, working on that BKB. I can understand trying to finish power spikes, but now it's just Gaming Gladiators again, smoking up, going in, not giving any relent here.
Who do we find? It is Pakaz. Disruption. They save him, and he's got BKB, but he's on like 200 health. Time walk, but the solar bind's on him. Stun dodge by the BKB. Pakaz chronos and then dies. Falls flat on his face. Sad, tragic times for EG as Gaming Gladiators having the happiest time of their lives. They're charging forward, waltzing into this dire base. Whisper's
Look
gone.
at Ace.
And Ace, yeah, I mean, he's just diving the base again. The big bad wolf is dominating and he's eyeing up your tier 4s while this disruption down bottom is going to lead to nothing but GG's out from EG.
This is what we expect. I mean, we talked about going into this series that Gaming Gladiators, they are 1 win and 5 losses so far in rounds here in this DreamLeague, but they're still a powerful team, and you gotta expect that they're gonna come out swinging here towards the last 2 series. So taking game 1 against EG in their second to final series.
Yeah, an absolute war.